The left-wing media has entered attack mode over Trump's supposed sh-thole comments concerning third world nations. Instead of explaining why the president's wrong to characterize some nations like this, leftists have instead been accusing Trump of racism. For leftists, wanting to stem immigration from poor countries makes you a racist, since the overwhelming majority of immigrants have been brown and from impoverished nations since the Hart-Celler Act of 1965. The network doing the most race-baiting over immigration and Trump's comments is CNN, and on Tuesday, the network's Sandy White House correspondent Jim Acosta took it too far, prompting Trump to take action. As reported at the New York Post, Trump decided to kick Acosta out of the Oval Office Tuesday after the clownish reporter continually pestered the president with race-baiting questions. Acosta loves to grandstand and accuse people of racism, and he's been making a name for himself doing it to Trump. Acosta yelled, "Mr. President," 3 times before finally getting Trump's attention. Did you say that you want more people to come in from Norway? Did you say that you wanted more people from Norway? Is that true, Mr. President? Acosta frantically shouted. "I want them to come in from everywhere. Everywhere. Thank you very much, everybody," Trump responded as Acosta continued to fire questions. "Just Caucasian or white countries, sir? Or do you want people to come in from other parts of the world? People of color?" Acosta shouted. Trump then pointed directly at Acosta and simply said, "Out." I guess Jim doesn't pay attention to history, seeing how whites have been a fraction of a percent of immigrants to America since 1965. One wonders why Acosta is so intent on pretending that non-whites are being barred from entry to the nation, when indisputably, America has let in more people of color in the last 60 years than any nation in history, both legally and illegally. The fact is that whites are disproportionately discriminated against when it comes to immigration to the U.S., precisely because they're not the right kind of people leftists want coming in, since they're more likely to vote against them than those blessed with more melanin. One wonders if people like Acosta have something against white people, since they so often whine when someone points out the strange immigration imbalance between brown folks and white folks. Also, one wonders if Acosta will be okay with more whites coming to the U.S. once there are no longer any more white majority nations, which will happen around mid-century, all by the left's design. A question that should be asked of Acosta is what he thinks of Mexico's incredibly stringent immigration policies, and why he's okay with them protecting their nation, but not the U.S. If anyone's a racist, it's Acosta and his leftist comrades, who are transparently doing everything they can to flood Western nations with the third world, then crying racism. When folks dare to push back against the demographic undermining of native white populations, by simply pointing out these facts, you're branded a racist. Quite frankly, the left's immigration schemes are